Now that I am forced into having to make American history, for which is defined as an established record, I am now faced with America's history, for which is defined as a chronological record of significant events such as those affecting a nation or institution often. See, now often, this is what I'm saying, often, for which is say many times. See, not this time. They not including an explanation of their causes. They're trying to hide it. So that's why I'm now meeting America's hidden history as the history that they're trying to hide. So that's why I'm trying to tell the people about the lost gospels that's hidden in America's history, for which is defined as an account of a patient's medical background. See, now I'm showing you why you're not mentally healthy. See, if someone keep feeding you lies, then how could you be mentally healthy? See, so I have to tell you the truth no matter what. See, because a lie don't benefit me. It doesn't benefit me to lie to you. See, so now, if I am facing America's history, and now America has denied me of my right of existence, then now when I then use evidence of prior people who are in my circumstance, then how can I be racist if I am now surviving America's hiding of me? So if the elected officials now are hiding me and I'm in court defending me, then which story do you believe? Who is the deceiver? The one man who is in court defending his children's inheritance? So you saying that man is not a father, but the lying president is the father of the nation? So you would rather prop up a liar in the name of God than help a father defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And the father is not just defending his children's prosperity, but America's prosperity itself with the laws that protects America's prosperity. Now, how can I, who is a veteran that was given an oath to protect the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, how can I now be denied the rights of every American and I not be a slave? So I have to then go through what America says. See, and this is called Reconstruction Amendments. This is what the United States Constitution calls Reconstruction. So when your rights are being violated and you are being taken out of America's fabric, because that's what they did. See, they trying to give me a criminal record, so that's speaking for me. See, and they did it in court. But I'm saying, well, where you put that mark of the beast on me, right? Okay, now let me show you that mark of the beast. See, I'm now in Revelations with Satan. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm in Revelations with Satan, for whom has a God, according to Jewish belief, and who is a rebellious angel, according to Christian belief. So that's two believers that one believe that God, see, this is Satan. This is two definitions. The first definition is the angel who in Jewish belief is commanded by God to tempt humans to sin, to accuse the sinners, and to carry out God's punishment. So now the second one is the rebellious angel who in Christian belief is the adversary of God and the Lord of evil. So now they tell you young people to vote for the lesser of two evils. One of them are Christians and the other is a Jew. See, that's just the truth, right? Now, you say, well, the two parties are not, and I'm not saying that the Republican and the Democrat is a Jew. I'm saying that the businessman is a Jew. See, so he is the one that's manipulating it all. See, but not, he ain't by himself. That's what I'm telling you about these ethnicity groups. See, because they were trying to bring me in, but I had to play the game. And I'm saying, what game, man? I ain't playing no games, man. I got to worry about my children. So that would be like George Washington stumbling up on King George, manipulating the 13 states. What he would do, he would let you know, hey man, King George has infiltrated America. So now they still have the elitist mindset. See, elite. See, wait, not the socially superior part of society, the best of a class. The choice part. See, elite. See, so they are what you call elitists, right? And when you're an elitist, it's like one who is inherent of elitism, one whose attitudes and beliefs are biased in favor of a socially elite. Damn. Hold on, now I messed up, so I gotta punish myself, so bear with me. See, with respect, oh shit, nah, I done got this.
Socially.
See, socially, okay, and that's with respect to society. Damn. See, I gotta keep myself together, man. But see, y'all, this what I'm saying, man. If somebody taking you to the edge of insanity, and you just, man, help me, and these motherfuckers, y'all came, right? But you came to watch me die. So I'm saying, why did you come if you wanted me to die? You done starved me for 15 years and say you didn't. And I walk up on you and tell you I'm hungry, man. I mean, what kind of people? So I'm saying, you telling me I'm not looking at Mr. Frederick Douglass doing time of slavery? This man was he probably wasn't the only one could read and write. He was the only one that was man enough to say what he wanted to say. So that's why I say he was the only one. See what I'm saying? But it was a 95%, okay, 99%. So maybe 1% could read, but only one person in the 1% wrote. The other ones were scared. But he was man enough and brave enough to write about what he saw. Now, he couldn't do what I'm doing. He couldn't use it like I can use it now. See, I can now say I can sympathize with what he's saying because it's happening to me. Now, if I didn't have no narrative from a slave, then how could I use that in evidence against my slave master? Now, you try to say, well, you keeping slavery up. I'm saying, man, you done made me a slave. So how can you judge me for what you doing to me? And now you telling me you can make a case against me with another citizen you done made a case against. But I can't use an ancestor to state my case to what you doing to me now. So when do we make a case against the slave master? And now I'm saying, well, here's the churches, the black churches, doing the same thing that Dr. Martin Luther King said. See, but now this religious society, I can't see shit, but I said, damn. Boy, I tell you. Damn, I can't never be serious. But even when I'm serious, but shit, I had to that time, boy. That's that glue. I call, oh man, shit, don't worry about it. But anyway, so a society is an organization, well, it says a voluntary association of individuals for common ends, especially an organized group working together or periodically meeting because of common interests, beliefs, or profession. So now, if in the beginning of the crucifixion of Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee, the state for which was Governor Pontius Pilate and the church leader, which was the high priest Caiaphas, plotted against Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee, which gave birth to Jesus Christ. So see, Jesus Christ rose from the grave of Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee. So now the story of Jesus Christ's resurrection is what you reading about. But how about if Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee was me? Now you lying for 15 years, saying he crazy. Oh, yeah, no, he done, he lost his wife. See all of that lies, all them narratives, right? But I'm studying trying to prove my innocence. 15 years in the court of law. So now, am I not in court proving my innocence, and then out here in the court of public opinion, telling you about what's going on in court? Now, you would listen to my trial on TV if it was in court and I had did something wrong. Because I done seen it in court. But now me, they trying to tell you I'm crazy, so I got to come out of court and do my own interview. See, they would have had the mic in my face if I was a damn murderer. All the news people, man, I'm a murderer. They want to talk to me. Now I can't go into they run. I went to Channel 6 here in Orlando, gave them the information from the book, everything, man. Showed them the book, man. The man say he would help me. That was 11 months ago. Now they talking about they finna throw me out this apartment. I mean, this drug rehab shit here they got me in. So now they want me to do something stupid. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the Kissimmee Police Department today, and I'm gonna try to put it on this here and watch they gon' do what they did in Seminole County when I was trying to record. They got something around there that jam recordings. See, that's against the law, because if they can record you in court, if they can video and audio you in court, you can then audio and video them in court. See, they can't do it and you can't do it. See, that's keeping a history. Then they charge you for the footage. That's a crime, because your tax dollars is what pay for the footage to be produced. So how can you then, that's a double fine. See, that's what I keep telling y'all. They selling the justice system, and our tax dollars is supposed to prepare the system. See, that's where the money comes from. So how they making money off of the tax dollars, and y'all just, that's not extortion? That's not stealing from the treasury? You a tax collector selling documents that the taxes paid for. So now I'm gonna show y'all how that's a crime. I work for the United States Postal Service. Go in there and pay taxes on anything, cause your tax dollars, see, is what give the stamps. See, because that's the United States, so the stamp itself can't be taxed because the United States of America can't charge its citizens, really. See, so this is what I'm telling y'all about the loophole, right? This is the Pony Express. That's like UPS. That's like FedEx. See, but because George Washington was the first president, he tied his business with the country. So he was saying that communication, because of his, how he got Benedict Arnold. See, he was the man who do the transportation of the knowledge. He started the Pony Express. See, where they used to put it in the bag and drive it to the, see, then they evolved into the United States Postal Service. See what I'm saying? So now that the book, like that book, let me show you what I'm talking about. See, this book is like George Washington's stamp. See, this is what I'm telling you. I'm making history. See, this book right here is like a stamp of George Washington. See, so what I'm telling the country is, hey, this is a stock in this company right here, but this is not my book. See, it's Satan's book and his God, or its God, because here is Satan's signature in my body of work. See, that's he signed it. That should let you know he present around me. See what I'm saying? So this can be taxed because it's a crime. So, but my original stuff, see, but like I say, is letting you know that this is not all my body of work. See, by showing you the devil and the details of my work. So now you should see the devil around my person. Because see, I use my mind to draw him out, to draw it out. And then now it's in my body of work. See, but so now, because the United States Postal Service taught me how to do business, now I have set up my business just like the United States Postal Service. See, why wouldn't I? That's the only way I worked there 13 and a half years. Why would I? That's where I went to school. I worked for the government. Then I worked for Orlando Utilities. See, I worked for the Navy. The only company that I worked for Cablevision 2 years, 8 months. That's the only outside of a state or a government or agency. And I worked there from 22, I think I was 22, yeah, 24. I was almost 25. No, I was 25 because I got on in August. So I was 25. So from 22 to 25, but I got out in August, so I was almost 23. See, so that's why I say 2 years, 8 months. Then I got on at Orlando Utility for 8 months. Then I got on at the post office. So my business skills came from the government, Cablevision, which is now Spectrum. Then I went to Orlando Utilities. See, that's how I learned how to keep and manage things, talk to customers. See what I'm saying? Then I went to the post office. And that's when I dealt with the evilness. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm dealing with America's history. See? Now, what's so funny is that Abraham is a name biblically, right? And I'm using President Abraham Lincoln. See, I'm saying the names, I'm using his emancipation of my people to emancipate his people and my people. See, I'm using his stance to say the Union right along with my people. So now this time I'm saying, okay, America, President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president of this United States of America, it wasn't his first priority to save my people. It was his first priority to save you, the Union. Okay? Now, you gave me an oath to defend the fabric of the Union, which is the Constitution, against all enemies, foreign and domestic. For that service, I wanted to do business with the poor, which looked like me. Now, how am I racist when I gave the service that the 16th president of this United States gave, but he gave with the blood of his citizens? See, in order for him to emancipate my people, you had to die. Your people had to die, and my people. But when in my emancipation of the Union, as well as my people, I was in court fighting a good fight with the laws that the country gave me the oath to defend. Now, how am I racist? See, how am I racist if I am now revealing the elitists? See, those who attitudes and beliefs are biased in favor of a socially elite class of people. See, so I'm coming and I'm saying, well, hey man, America, the only one who could have the love for this country is a slave. See, because the only one who could know that they don't have no power other than the written word is a slave who has taught himself how to become an American. See, that's why those who come over here and are naturalized citizens, see, they have to learn the Constitution. They have to. So what gets me is, if to become a naturalized citizen, you have to learn the Constitution, then you're given citizenship that can be revoked because it's not inherent. See? But the people who born over here, who you can't deport, you don't teach them the Constitution like you teach the naturalized citizen. So that's what I'm trying to tell the descendants of my ancestors. See, I'm saying I'm not a white man speaking for black people. See, I'm a black man speaking for black people. See, this is the only way that it could inspire black children, is when they see a black man standing up for them. So if you say I'm racist, I would rather be racist and inspire my people to become naturalized citizens, because this born citizenry ain't working for us. So we need to look at what y'all doing to naturalize citizens. See, you educate them more about America than you do us who born in America. If you think I'm like taught to a foreigner, I guarantee you they know the Constitution backwards and forwards. They got to, it's part of the test. But now you will educate us in school, but you taking civics out of school. Civics is how the government run. When my kids was in school, I'm like, they were teaching to the FCAT. I'm saying, well, hey, man, you teaching them how to be citizens? Who teaching them how to be citizens? But I was teaching my kids. See, because I didn't want to argue with the devil at the expense of my children. See, I had already been arguing with them through school myself. So now, why would I then have my children subject to that abuse? So I was co-teaching. See, it wasn't co-parenting. See, I didn't send my kids to school to be parented. They were being parented at home. I sent them to school to learn, and then I taught them what they needed to what they needed to know. See, and that's what I'm trying to do with you. See, I'm trying to teach you what you don't know. See, so now, if angels exist, which is defined as a spiritual being serving as a divine messenger and intermediary, and often as a special protector of an individual or nation, then why wouldn't I be America's angel? See, because if Satan, according to Jewish belief, is the angel who in Jewish belief is commanded by God to tempt humans to sin, to accuse the sinners, and to carry out God's punishment, then Satan has a God. So why would you teach your children that it's no God in them if Satan has a God by definition? So what I'm saying, like, how would the slave know God when it was against the law for the slave to write? So now, this is what I'm asking, right? Okay, if Matthew 10 said this, how could a person who couldn't read or write fulfill Matthew 10, right? And if this happened, this thing done changed the Bible. But anyway, if Matthew 10 came through a slave, right? How could the slave convey what Jesus or God said, right? In this passage, Matthew 10 in the King James Version of the Bible Hub, when it says this, this is in verse 19 when it says, but when they deliver you, so see, this is you individually in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world. See, this saying you. So this ain't saying me, this ain't saying God, this is the Bible talking to you. So now, if America has denied its citizens of their right to read and write, then did not America violate this 19 when it say, but when they deliver you up? So wouldn't America's elected officials and their system of government be they who deliver you? And then you supposed to do this? Take no thought. See, you ain't even supposed to think. See, okay, let's break it up. It say thought. So we finna break thought down so you will know what you not supposed to do. You. Thought is defined as,
thought.
See, is defined as something that is thought. Okay? To form thought, and this is defined as think. And it says to form or have in the mind. So see, if your God wrote on your covenant what you supposed to be, then you supposed to be able to read from your mental covenant what God wrote. See, listen, here it is right here. See, this what I'm saying. Do they really teach y'all, or do they deceive y'all in what they teaching y'all? See, but when I want to go back. So who is they if it's not those who deliver you? The police, the sheriff, whoever arrests you, the judges, the politicians, see, who make the laws, that's they. So when they deliver you, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you, see, in that same hour. So now, see, so when I was in court, because I could read and write, when your God, according to your scripture, if I was you, I was able to write what he told me. So you can have what he said. See, because if you wasn't in that same hour and I wasn't able to write in that hour what he said, how could it become a book for you to know what he said? But you want to sit up here and talk about a descendant of slaves, a descendant of slaves writing to the best of his ability. That just lets you know how ignorant you are if you are a descendant of slaves. So you should then come and help the ignorant man who at least made it to your smart ass, right? But you gonna sit here and down me, but say you the smart one. So I'm saying, well, why don't you take over while you auctioning me off to die so you can look intelligent? See, so who delivering me? Who been delivering me hour after hour after hour? See, what descendant of slaves is now going to fulfill Matthew 10 of the King James Version of verse 19, if you can't read nor write. So what is God telling you in the hour? See? Now, but let me read it all the way to you there. This is 19 and 20. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. So see, now that I'm being persecuted, everything I speak is coming from your God, but you want to kill me. So wouldn't you be cutting off God's speech if that's what you believe, serpent? See, this is what y'all believe, black Christians. But do you understand that where you come from came from the murderer of your Lord and Savior? So every time you go to church, read the Bible, you will see that you are studying under the descendants of those who killed your Lord and Savior. See, that's why your mind is that of a murderer. See, because you can't, okay, if Christians need the blood of Christ to pay for their sins, then when would the blood of Christ save Jesus? See, because once your blood leave your body, you die. So if Christianity is founded on the blood of Christ, when would the Christ have his own blood? See, Christianity can't exist without the blood of Christ. So where's the truth in the blood? Don't you have to commit a murder to get the blood of Christ? How can you get the blood of Christ without killing Christ? So if your foundation is on the blood of Christ, and the way you got Christ's blood was through crucifixion, how could you ever accept Christ in the body? You couldn't accept him when he was Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee, and you can't accept me in the flesh. See, I'm talking about the black churches now. Wouldn't they be the lost tribe of Israel where the truth ain't in them? So now, which black minister who leading descendants of slaves into the promised land can now, aren't they delivering them up? Because they can't go into court. So now who words are they speaking if they not speaking the words of Satan's God? See, isn't Satan's God now speaking through the Christians who are now devil advocates, they not advocating for my truth. They telling me about the truth that was told to them. And I'm showing them the devil in my testimony. So I'm saying, well, you telling me you're a descendant of slaves and the same descendants of the people who translated the Bible has now entered into evidence their mark of the beast in my body of work. But you think that they would tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in their translated version of the truth? See, why are they in this truth? see, they can't tell the truth. Everything about them is lies. So now, if we gonna go to war, what we going to war for? If it's not for freedom from the liar, see, which one of y'all can do this? For it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. So if fear is choking you, then would not fear be choking off what your Father is saying? Listen now, come on, man, let's be thorough with this thing. But when they deliver you up, like they delivering me up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak. So see, I'm just talking, I'm telling you, but I'm going to get your understanding and saying that you supposed to be now speaking just as free as me. But do fear have God and you scared to speak? So see, would not the God of a slave be a slave's God? So if the slave is supposed to be comfortable in the slave's persecution, when the slave speak to you, wouldn't a slave God be speaking through a slave? See, wouldn't they be telling you to be comfortable in your enslavement? See, but wouldn't a free God, one that wants you to be prosperous and have all that the world has to offer, when that God come, wouldn't they come to you with nothing but knowledge of the love they already showed you in the court of law? So how could you love Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee as Jesus Christ, but not love Petty Officer Third Class Tommy Chancey Council Sr. of Folk Houses Incorporated as President Tommy Chancey Council Sr. of Folk Houses Incorporated, or King Petty Officer Third Class Tommy Chancey Council Sr. of Folk Houses Incorporated? If they made me rise to the level of a king, why would a black descendant reduce me to a worker? See, that's why I'm not mad with the people who enslaved my ancestors. See, I'm mad with the people who sold them to the people who enslaved us. See, this is what I'm telling you. See, that's what has happened to me. Somebody has sold me. See, and I'm in court defending myself from this attack of my personhood. You done took all my work, everything that I've done, and you lied on me and took all of it. So I would like to know how you helping me. So now this is what I'm saying. So I use President Abraham Lincoln emancipation to give you Abraham's. See, that's the biblical, right? He biblical. President Abraham Lincoln is historical, right? So Abraham had the promise, he broke that. Then President Abraham Lincoln gave us the emancipation, which gave us the opportunity to live our promise. But then he was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth, right? And my character was assassinated by Lawson Booth. And when he assassinated my character and fired me for the second time at the United States Postal Service, I then emancipated my people with the same laws that the 16th president of the United States, well, the same public proclamation. See, that's what, it wasn't an act, it was See, Emancipation Proclamation. See, that's not an act. It's a public announcement. See, look, proclamation. The act of proclaiming. Now, see, proclaim. That's the definition of that, is to declare publicly, typically, insistently, proudly, or defiantly, and in either speech or writing. See, so he gave a speech publicly of his emancipation of us. See, so it was, that's why it's an emancipation proclamation. See, now emancipation is this. See, the act or process of emancipating. So see, he was telling us, our ancestors, on January 1st, 1863, that America was in the process of freeing us. Because the Union was at war. So what he did was he gave us freedom to fight for our freedom. See, but if we didn't win, then it didn't matter what he said. See, just like if you all don't see that I saved the validity of the national debt of the United States of America as I emancipated myself, then you're going to continue to pay that illegal debt to these people who are Benedictiners. See, I'm catching them in their communication, and I'm using George Washington's Pony Express. See, so this book, this is a crime. So this can be taxed because it's a crime. But my other, the actual books that I have is the service that I provided for you. So that's why you need to know what the lawsuit is in court, because those are the original documents. See, that now I don't know if they done defaced them, see, but I have copies of those. See, but they done took those too. So this is what I'm saying. When you fighting a powerful country, then the country starts seizing your property against the law. So now the only thing you can do as a citizen, so you won't become property, you have to continue to state your case for emancipation. So now, when President Abraham Lincoln emancipated the United States of America, see, from the South, that's what really happened. See, but y'all don't want to look at it like that, but that's what happened. See, because without that emancipation, this illusion of the possibility to become united wouldn't even exist, because the South wasn't having it. See, that's what, see, where I'm from wasn't having the freedom of a slave having rights. So I have been dealing with that hidden history since I've been making my history in school and church. And see, now they won't let me give my testimony, but they tell you about Jesus. And I'm saying, well, let me tell you about Satan. See, now, then when I define Satan, right, then they get mad with me because they say I'm Semite or anti-Semitic or whatever. And I'm saying, well, wait a minute. How can I, who is under attack, being persecuted, is now telling people what the Webster Dictionary described as Satan, and says that it's an angel who in Jewish belief is commanded by God to tempt humans to sin, to accuse the sinners, and to carry out God's punishment. Now, I'm a descendant of slaves that the United States of America denied my ancestors the right to read and write. But then they gave me homework and failed me for not doing the homework that you denied my ancestors the right to help me with. So you send me home with homework with ancestors who can't read nor write. Now, that ain't me, because my mama could read and write, but I'm talking about the whole. See, then you put dope on us, and now you tell our kids they need a computer. with a crackhead parent? Come on, man. Do y'all even know what our children going through? See, this is what I'm saying. How can somebody who live on the mountaintop know what's going on in the valley? You live on the mountaintop, man. You looking down there, and when you see the disturbance, that's a damn riot. You live way up there. See, but the kids live in those conditions before you see the riot, because the riot sometimes be in their house. See, because I was a victim of domestic violence with my mother. So the riot was in my house. See, how could you see it from the mountaintop when I was in my house? So I got to walk out of my house all the way up to the mountaintop. And when I get up there, you cheating, you lying. But now I'm not supposed to see you as the God of Satan. I done made it to the mountaintop. So how would I not know? Now, I make it to the mountaintop. I come back down to the valley. Now I'm dealing with Satan. See, I'm dealing with the black preachers lying to my people. And I'm telling them, look, I've been to the mountaintop. It's a lie up there. And they say, in God we trust. Now, here comes Satan, for whom now is the rebellious angel, who in Christian belief is the adversary of God and the Lord of evil in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world. Now them put a hit out on me. See, but what I'm telling you kids, though, if you keep killing the truth, then wouldn't you continue to live the lie? So who are you? Which one of you all gonna love yourselves enough to let God speak through you all? And when you see, which one of you all gonna be Matthew 10 fulfiller of the King James Version of 19 through 20? See, which one of you all gonna be, but when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what you as ye shall say, for it shall be given you in that hour what ye shall speak. See, so that means you should speak on the record. See, because if God is using you, then you are a hollow ground man. You should, if God is speaking through you, if you are fulfilling Matthew 10, why would anybody deny what God is saying through you, through the circumstances you in? So that was like Jesus on the cross, but the high priest Caiaphas them studied mocking him. And he studied teaching from the cross for 15 years. And they studied going to the temple, coming back out to see if he dead, going back in the temple, studied selling sheep, oxen, and doves, then coming back. And Jesus saying, man, one day my children gonna see you. And then now the Bible come to him, and now now this is what he's saying to Matthew through me. See, he's saying this, what he told Matthew to you through me. See, this is what you, for whom supposed to be a follower of Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee, this is what you supposed to be doing, what Matthew did. See, Matthew, when they persecuted him, this is what he said. See, he wrote it so I can speak it. But see, if you are not going to speak and you can't write, how can it be recorded? So see, this is what I'm telling these children about the hidden gospels in history's Bible. See, history is a Bible. And if you don't speak, then you can't become historical. See, you don't want to become biblical because biblical is distorted. See, you want to become history because history is in the making. See, biblical, see, you can't add nor take away from that because it's closed. But historical is history in the making. See, that's why I have made history. In the history that I was making, I got the devil in the body of my word. And now I'm doing what Matthew said that you as followers of Christ should be doing, but I'm the father. See, I'm doing what I've always done with my wife as her husband and with my daughter and my son. See, they always knew where the family was. See, I always told them, and I always was preparing them for their job in the family. See, so that's why they did their homework with me. See, when they were acting up in school, I became their teacher. That's why my daughter wouldn't, she ain't want me to teach her. See, but my son, see, he a man, see, so he didn't care, like he mean. So I understood it, see, but now you on the outside looking in, you don't understand because you're not a man. So and then the woman get upset, and I'm saying, how you getting upset with the obvious? This is obvious. I'm a man, you a woman. That's obvious. So how do you know about a man? How? You know about men because they trying to sleep with you or whatever, but then how would you know about a man? If he trying to sleep with you, how you know he love you? If he don't take care of you like your father took care of you, or your mother or whomever, if you was provided for, then how do he love you if he not providing for you? Now, if he's satisfying you, that's lust. That's not love. See, because Jesus provided fish for the body. See, he didn't provide time. See, he provided fish. See, so, but when you are in a lustful state, see, you're not even trying to get to know the person. See what I'm saying? You just want to spend time with the person. So how can that time become history that could be shared with others? See, true love can be shared. Time can only be used for the moment. See, that's why when people say they making love, they wasting the meaning of the word. Because you're not making love, you're spending time. See, I'm making love now. See, because I'm making history in love, with love. See, so that history is gonna be love. But see, but you a persecutor. See, this is what I'm telling y'all, right? So I'm telling y'all, like, they finna throw me out this place and I'm not going no more. That's what I'm telling y'all. See, I'm saying, they saying in 2 days, they gonna throw me out of here. Now, I was on here in December telling y'all that. The motherfuckers put me in a mental hospital. I'm not going back to no mental hospital. I'm not crazy. So now, what I'm saying is when these people kill me, because I'm not going to no jail, see, I'm fit to fucking fight. I ain't fucking off. See, that's what I'm telling you. This time, I'm fit to fight. See, I'm going to take my car, I'm going to slam it into something, I'm going to run a bitch over. See, because I'm saying, this is what you motherfuckers going to make me do. Now, y'all going to come and put me in a mental hospital after you done fuck with me for 15 years? You done put me in and out of fucking mental hospital, man. I'm not crazy. I know what the fuck you doing. And when the world find out what you doing, what the fuck you gonna do? Out here killing motherfuckers. And now don't want to be killed. Hell, I don't want to die neither, motherfucker. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what you shall speak. For it shall be given to you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speaks, but the Spirit of your Father which speaks in you. Now, which one of you Christians can tell the truth when at the beginning of your existence you killed Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee? Then you killed Dr. Martin Luther King, Gandhi, anybody who came to help the poor. See, so now Lawson Booth is to me what John Wilkes Booth was to President Abraham Lincoln. He my assassin. He assassinated my character that then took my job, and my family and friends done just abandoned me. And now I'm stuck in a room for to die over a lie. This man, see, it's like they got me surrounded like I killed President Abraham Lincoln, like they had John Wilkes Booth surrounded. And I'm saying, well, why y'all coming after me if I'm the one defending the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and I'm in court? So why you surrounding me if I'm in court defending the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic? So wouldn't the judges in court be the domestic enemies? Aren't they the ones that's supposed to be freeing me? But they use the court system to teach me a lesson. So now aren't we in a constitutional crisis because of them assholes? So you gonna save them for violating the law that I paid them and you as taxpayers paid them to do their job? But now they gonna take my company, they're gonna take my job, and I work for the United States Postal Service, and nobody see that the country is against me? If I work for the United States Postal Service and the United States is defending the Postal Service, then how is it defending me? And if I have 6 EEOs, and this the second time the United States Postal Service has fired me, then how is the United States Postal Service sovereign if it's charged for murder? Everybody know that people say go postal, that's somebody going and shooting and killing motherfuckers. Everybody know that, because they used to say that when you don't go postal like it's funny. And you saying, man, you don't know. See, you joking, man, but them people really, look what they do, man. Look at the extent they go to save theyself. Them people sent me 0 checks for 2 years, 8 months. I go into the court system and the judges side with them sending me 0 checks and then throw me out, take my house. And I'm saying that's not racism? So you telling me that I work, you gave me 0 checks for 2 years, 8 months. You bailed out the bank that stole my house. And the black people don't see that. I work for the United States Postal Service. I can show you where I cashed in all of my wife's 401k, my 401k, bought back the house. I got 3 of the credit bureaus showing that the house was paid for in 2008. But my family sitting here talking about I lost it. I mean, my family won't look at the evidence, man. So how, but then they say that I'm bitter. Man, you done took 15 years of my life. I'm in here fighting these people in court, and you out here slandering me. So why wouldn't I be mad? Then you show me my dead son, and now you got these people talking about evicting me, and I got a damn book with the man in the book, man. In the book. The man selling my shit for $8 a page. I send that to my family and friends, and I'm still by myself. So why do they have me surrounded like I'm John Wilkes Booth when they should have Lawson Booth surrounded? Because America can't never do right. So what God do America believe in if it's not the God of Satan? Because if you tell the truth, that God is not going to defend you. But if you tell a lie, it's going to defend you to where it just violate the Constitution. So now, if America violating the Constitution, then wouldn't America be violating the 10 Commandments? So then what God do America believe in? So is Satan America? And God is the God of Satan, according to Jewish belief? Or is America the angel who is the rebellious angel, who in Christian belief is the adversary of God. So is they mocking us by saying in God we trust? See, because I'm saying I'm not a believer in their God. See, I'm establishing myself in my family as my God. See, but not even in my family. I'm talking about my wife, my daughter, and my son. See, I'm letting them know that the reason why I don't pray is because I be about my business. So see, when they came after me, see, my business was already handled because I always handle my business. See what I'm saying? So if like they say, if you always ready, you ain't got to get ready. see, so when I started on the journey to being a husband, see, I was 19 years old. Then I wanted to be a husband on the journey of being a husband. So see, I wasn't trying to be a gigolo and a husband. See, I was trying to be the best husband I could be. So that's why I can now go into court and defend the husband I am. See? So that's what I'm trying to show my son. See, if you're going to be a man, then you don't become a man. What you mean? What is that? How do you become something? See, if you a man, then you show yourself manly. See, so you grow into your manhood. See, but once somebody take your manhood, what you grow into? A fool. See, cause now you know you ain't got no mans. You can't stand. You know what I mean? Cause now you the criminal. They done made a case against you. But as I say, once you are wise as the serpent, wouldn't you show that the serpent wasn't as wise as those who he was wiser than thought he was? See, because they thought I wasn't wise. But then once I became wise as the serpent, they looked at me as if I was the serpent. And I'm saying, well, if I have to be as wise as the serpent, why would you become the devil's advocate if you wasn't the advocate for the devil the whole time?